All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah, HaKodash, double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishops of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Let me say it again. Call Halal, Yimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekah, HaKodash. I'm the servant Milchamah coming back at you with another video. And this particular video here is going into, it's an update video that's going into the situation in Alcatraz, Alligator Alcatraz, as they call it. And you can see here they saying some of the prisoners that were in Alcatraz come up missing. Here's in the description box where it says, where are the detainees? Hundreds of Alligator Alcatraz prisoners disappeared from ICE database. Now, this is kind of like, kind of reminds me of what when I actually seen this video, the first thing came to my mind through the spirit was what happened with the detainees that they put on these different airplanes, which the airplanes were not like regular airplanes, 747, which I think some of them they were, but the ones I'm speaking on, they were like cargo planes, and they was I guess they would open the chute of it, the shutter or the bottom of the plane, and let prisoners, be ejected from there to their death. And when I said cargo planes, it kind of reminded me of the cargo slave ships, okay, with our ancestors of really us coming over here in cargo slave ships, and the Israelites jumping overboard, because they didn't, they suffered. I guess I don't know how long it took them to get from the west coast of Africa to the Americas, okay, and some over, and also what was the other one? It was another, and not just that. It's more than just that cargo Atlantic slave trade, but it's also the sub-Saharan slave trade. Okay, and these were our people that's going into slavery under Ishmael, or Elamites, which Ishmael is the second on the list when it comes to our enemies, which Psalms 83 goes into that. It says Esau, then Ishmael, okay, which all the nations that's not Israelites are our enemy, and even 2/3 of the Lord's people are the enemies of the Israelites, man. They fight against us too. They want to be they want to be in good graces of in Esau's eyes, okay. They think Esau is gonna gonna save them, or be in league with them, be hand in hand. But the scripture said, though hand in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So if you hand in hand with Esau and you thinking that he's gonna some kind of way give you a clean slate or whatever, you got another thing coming, okay. And with that being said, let's grab this one here. Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 14, it says, for ye brethren became followers of the churches of the Most High, which is in Judea, in Amashiach Yahweh Shai, for ye also have suffered like things of your own countrymen, even as they have of the Jews. So, showing you that our own people, we were suffering against the righteous, was suffered against, with oppression from our own people. So with that being said, I'm gonna let this video, a little bit of it play. I just want you to kind of get an understanding of what's going on, and a few words that's been said, and I'm gonna come back. I think I got another precept or two. And with that being said, let's let it play, and we'll come back with the precepts, and Lord willing, it's edifying to the flock.
Hundreds of people who were once detained at the troubled immigration jail in the Florida Everglades, dubbed Alligator Alcatraz, have disappeared. The Miami Herald reports about two-thirds of the 1,800 immigrants who were held there in July have gone missing from ICE's online database, with their families unable to locate them. Earlier this month, the federal appeals court ruled the jail could continue to operate despite reports of abuse. Trump welcomed the news.
I think Florida's done a great job by building it, and whether it's Alligator Alcatraz or anything else you want to call it, it's an amazing facility for what it is. It's not a hotel. It's not supposed to be a hotel, but they've done a great job with it.
For more,
So it's showing you, man, that he's that cruel Lord that was spoke of in Isaiah 19. Now, he's saying it ain't supposed to be a hotel and blah, say blah. And they just said it, is they've been treated like shit over there in that place, which, you know, and the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that they was missing, I thought about, you know, shit, if it's Alligator Alcatraz, as far as we know, they could have been thrown in the Everglades. You know, same thing. Like the Lord tells you, the thing that which has been is already. Matter of fact, let's just grab that. I think that's Ecclesiasticus. Okay. I think it's 1 or 2. Okay, I think it's 2:15. Oh, here we go. The water you have about Shimei Shai. It says the thing that has been, the things that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there's no new thing under the sun. So, and I bring that up because, you know, we have a history, or Esau has a history of feeding, you know, our infants to alligators, man. You know? So, what would make, you know, and the Lord tells you this devil hasn't changed, and he ain't gonna change, you know? Okay? So, his rust haven't altogether been wiped away. And it won't be wiped away because the Lord has made him the wicked on the earth to do, you know, the left side judgment on his people. Because the Lord's people are you Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you always have, us as a people going against each other and have a perpetual hatred for each other, you know. And that made me think of this. I was going to the store yesterday, and I seen a so-called Mexican family waiting across the street, you know, of a parking lot going to a store. So I stopped and let them go. You know, this, it was, the man, the husband, a little girl, I believe, a little boy, and the wife, and maybe another little girl. I'm not sure, but, you know, I stopped and let her. I could have just rolled past them, but, you know, I try to show a little mercy, the muchest mercy as the Lord allowed me to have, to give and show to our people, you know. And this nigga didn't even acknowledge, like, he didn't say thank you or nothing, you know. He actually turned his head, like, and then walking slow as a snail, like, it's all good, I don't give a shit, you know. And, you know, that's just like what Moses did with the Egyptian. You know, he, smited the Egyptian, you know, and you had an Israelite saying, oh, what you gonna do me as you did the Egyptian? You know, it's just, you know, hey, we need the Lord desperately. Okay? So you got this devil here saying that they doing a great job. Well, guess what, Trump? Your time's coming too, man. You know, the Lord tells you in the book of is that Ephesians? Is that 6 and 7? Salaki. Is it 6 and 7? So it might be 7 and 6. Maybe it's Galatians, Salaki. That's what it is. Galatians 6 and 7. Okay. There we go. It says, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Okay, so the things that this administration is doing, which, it's been going through all out since we've been here in captivity in Babylon, man. Okay, so the things that's been done to us will be done to them. It's just be in this next lifetime. But before this next lifetime, gets started, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be the Lord is gonna allow the 2/3 to cut through Esau Edom before he ends this deadly movie, this crazy movie. Okay, so I think let's see. Let's get Isaiah 19 and 4. It says, the Egyptian will I give over into the hands of a cruel Lord. And this is a metaphor for the Americans, Okay, it's just spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, it says and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua of hosts. Okay, so this is what's happening, man. This dude has been on a rampage since he's been back in office. So hey, let the games begin. Okay. So that's pretty much all it. That's just the. It got a lot of more things. And these people of these what do you call it? These detainees. That's it. Alcatraz. Alligator Alcatraz. Their family, like you heard before, they hadn't been able to contact these people. And it's been a lot going on. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of touch on that. Showing you that this is the devil. And the scripture go into how he's gonna be known in these times. I think it's the 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, or is it 3? Okay. It says, let no man, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And he's being revealed by his own mouth, man, and by the way of his own people, man. They're making their own tongues to fall upon themselves also. Okay, so hey, man, I don't see this place being going on too much longer, man. I believe 2026 might be the year. Even though that'll be their yearly anniversary for that 2000 or that 250 year anniversary. So hey, we can't hasten in the day of enough, man, to ask the Lord to come and save us, man. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna end it by giving all praise and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Till the next time I say, Shalom.